All right. We've been live for 9 seconds. Hold on. Let me see something. Okay. Bro, how the heck? Okay, that's cool. Like, you already showed me this. All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Sorry, I had to get everything started. I had to get everything ready. Okay, to start a highlight. Okay. What's up, people? This is my first live. And this is my first channel. We're going to get started. We're going to start talking about it. We're going to start getting into it. Good evening. What up, Kerry Robinson? What up, Kerry Robinson? What's up? Wait, hold up. Hold up. They put me live on YouTube, right? But I don't even got a, oh my God. Hold on, y'all. 3 people are watching. Good evening. What up? What up, Christian Monk? I think I'm gonna need to go to the studios. Give me a second here. Let me get this right. Prepare. NFL is trash now. It is trash. Everything they got going on is trash. Everything they doing is trash today. Everything they doing right now in this world is trash. I don't know if y'all noticed. If some of y'all is coming over for TikTok, y'all know what happened to me. Banned my 450K page platform from speaking up and talking about things that is going on in the world. Right? They added a new penalty. Let me just say this. Rich homie Quan just passed away. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about another rapper passing away. Nobody cares about another rapper passing away. Nobody cares about another rapper passing away. Who cares that Rich homie Quan died? What have he done? What has Rich homie Quan done? Nothing. Nothing. Why do we care? Look at this. Nobody cares that Rich homie Quan died. Nobody cares. Look at this. Hold on. I want to show y'all this video.
What's up, everybody? This is Doggy Diamonds, and you are now
Yo, hell no.
watching the rundown on Doggy Diamonds TV. So this is some.
You haven't heard of him personally? I'm about to tell you. I'm about to show y'all right now. Rich homie Quan. Rich. Let me show y'all people for y'all don't know who Rich homie Quan is. Show y'all right now. Rapper. Oh my God, nothing I do is going well. This is my first time. Give me a second doing lives. For some reason, nothing I'm doing right now is doing any good. And there's a light right here also. Dim that down. That's the rapper right there. That's the rapper, Rich homie Quan. That man passed away. Nobody cares that you passed away, Rich homie Quan. I'm sorry to say this. Nobody cares about another rapper dying. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that he's dead. Nobody cares. I don't care. The reason why that being, what do they teach us? What do they educate us on? I'm gonna play this video for you guys right now. Rich Homie Quan, and let you hear it for yourself that he passed away.
Breaking news, rapper Rich Homie Quan has reportedly died at the age of 34. TMZ reports the platinum-selling rapper passed away at his home in Atlanta today. No word on a cause of death. Rich Homie Quan found success with songs like Type of Way and Flex, and worked with superstars like Young Thug, YG, and Gucci Mane. He is survived by his 4 sons.
We don't care. And honestly, I believe it's fake news. I believe they paid him off. I believe this man is still somewhere alive. Yeah, you know who he is. I believe this man is still alive somewhere. I don't believe this man is dead. I think this is a huge distraction. I think Rich Homie Quan's death is a huge distraction. That's what I think. I think this man is a big, huge distraction. Y'all don't see what's happening in our world today? Every time you turn around, there's another new rapper. Every time you turn around, there's another rapper dying. And why should we care when the people in our communities are dying and nobody cares? But we gonna care because he's Rich Homie Quan. We haven't heard or seen him in a long time. What makes him so special that he's above everybody? He's a great rapper that puts out terrible music that destroys the people. I don't care that he's dead. Honest, to tell you the truth. If he's dead, he's dead. You have people dying every single day, and nobody cares about about their lives. Someone gets shot and killed in the community. It's not public majority of the time. It's not public majority of the time. There's people dying and dropping every single day. Every time you turn around, there's another person dying. There's another person losing their lives. Everywhere you turn around is nothing but suffering and pain and violence, corruption, scam. And we supposed to look up to these celebrities like they're something special. These are our kings, these are our gods, these are false prophets. These are demons that is destroying you and me. I don't listen to rap. I don't watch rap. I find it to be bullshit. I find them all to be bullshit. And not to mention Donald Trump, Kamala Harris. People is waiting to see who's going to become president. And it's true. People are waiting to see who become president. Apparently, Rich Homie Quan calls 911.
I smoking gas.
Alright, you need police, fire, or ambulance? I need an ambulance. Tell me exactly what happened. My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning and put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing. And you said, hold on, you said on the couch and what happened? I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth. I'm sorry. Are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you. Yes. Okay, ma'am. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it. Is there a what? If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next. Okay. I need to know about how old he is. He's 34. Okay, are you right by him now? Yes. Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help. Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you. Okay, so we need to help. We need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head. He is not waking up. Quick. Ma'am? Yes. Okay, you gotta get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head. Lay on his back on the floor? Yes, ma'am. Help me. What's your... He's not here. Yeah, were you able to get him to the floor? Yes, he's not being or anything.
Man, so I'm just over here getting a little work.
Found you on TikTok. Glad I found you. Well, welcome. As you can see, he's dead. And honestly, you don't know what to believe these days. That could be a whole setup. That could be a whole cahoots just to draw attention and views. You don't know what to believe these days. And honestly, to say, if it's real, honestly, because you can't really tell what's real these days, that is sad. That is sad, and that's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. That is sad, and that's fucked up. 34 years old. She said he was foaming out his mouth. He overdosed. It's obvious to know. You don't need an autopsy because it's clear to see that this man overdosed and killed himself. Accidentally. She left him on the couch, covered him up. Obviously, she probably knew something was wrong. The fact that he didn't come to bed. Why you didn't wake him up in the middle of the night? Why you didn't wake him up in the middle of the night? Even why you didn't kiss him? Why you didn't ask him, is you okay? Are you good? Nothing. You didn't know. You just put a blanket over him. You probably already felt that he didn't have a heartbeat. He didn't have a pulse. He didn't have anything. You probably already knew that. But just hoping and thinking that, maybe it's just, whatever it was. And then you finally decide to call the ambulance, the emergency. He's dead. Haven't you noticed every year around these times, mass shooting and rappers dying? I don't think that shit is real. Can we just go back to every fucking year? And mind you, every time around winter, around this, can y'all just think for a second? Think. Every time around this time, right now, and for some reason in the beginning of September, we got mass shootings and cops die and rappers die. Yo, let's look. Don't we get this every winter? We don't get this during the summer. We don't get this in the middle of fall. Look. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Yo, you can't make this shit up, bro.
I met Jen after she was ghosted by
I'm about to show you. So those people aren't really dead? I don't think so.
Back into her life.
What the heck is they doing? The light is so bright. Mass shooting. Yo, Georgia mass shooting. Who is Colt Gray, 14-year-old, charged in Georgia? Look at this.
Breaking news this afternoon, at least 4 people are dead in a mass shooting at a Georgia high school. Authorities and elected officials are now speaking out.
KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live in our newsroom. She has new details and new reaction.
I'm sorry, guys, but the light that I use is so bright.
Investigation, which has agents on the scene, is confirming 4 people are dead. 9 have been taken to various hospitals with injuries. The suspected shooter is alive and in custody. Multiple media outlets reporting that the shooter is a 14-year-old male, but it's not clear if he attended the school. And now new video coming in from inside the school. Take a look.
Take a look at this. Look at this.
Hey, go bottom line down this out right here after this deputy. Hurry up now, come on, let's go.
What the?
Quick. We got a whole school to get evacuated, people. Come on now.
Authorities seen there evacuating a classroom after that mass shooting. A sophomore captured this video showing officers directing them to the exit. The 15-year-old initially thought it was a drill, but said once students knew a shooting really happened, people began crying and trying to find loved ones. Students reported seeing blood on the floor as they were leaving. Now, there's video I want to mention that is too graphic to show you, where you can see at least one person on the ground covered in blood, another person trying to help that victim. Here's a listen to what one parent had to say.
My child was in his classroom, and so the shooter was shooting across from the classroom. So his coach had ended up blocking his door and locking the door to prevent the shooter from coming in his classroom. A lot of kids.
What I can't understand for dear life of me, why every time around this time, around this year, there's a mass shooting? Why? Why? We didn't have one the whole summer. We didn't have the one in the beginning of January, February, March, April, May. But soon as we get to September, soon as we about to get to winter, we have a mass shooter, allegedly, apparently. We got mass shootings and rich homie Quan dropping, dying, foaming out the mouth. People crying, tears is being shared. I'm just thinking these are paid actors at this point. Honestly, I'm just starting to think these people are paid actors. I'm sorry to say. Hold on, let me fix this. My gosh. I need to set up next time. Next time I have everything set up and prepared, but this is my first time. But every time this time of year, you have people that are dying in mass shootings. Rappers dying. Rappers you haven't heard of or seen before. Out of the blue. But nobody cares to speculate on that. We are living in a matrix. We are being bamboozled. You got celebrities and rich people building bunkers at the expense of us losing our lives. People are dropping and dying every day on the streets, and nobody gives a damn. People are dying all over the world, all across the country, and then you got a rapper that's sitting on top. Come on, man. Come on. It's BS. It's bullshit. Exactly. It could be a human sacrifice for the Prince of Darkness himself. It can be. It could be. Because shit don't be adding up. Shit don't be making sense. You don't see how hard times is getting? You don't see how hard shit is getting right now? A couple months ago, it wasn't like this. So many people can't get jobs. So many people don't want to work jobs. So much violence and chaos is happening all over the place. So many migrants all over the place, terrorizing the communities, destroying people's lives, killing people. I totally agree with that. It's a spiritual warfare. I agree. I agree. Next time I go live, I'll make sure I have my phone stance and everything prepped right. But I will still be dropping videos on YouTube. But you also got to be careful on here too. Talking about certain things, speaking on certain things. It just don't make sense to me. Let me show you this. Let me show y'all guys this. Let me show y'all this.
Please don't scroll. Listen to me. My name is Hiba from Gaza. I'm supposed to be studying for my medical school.
You see that? In Brooklyn, they are finding bodies in the water, chopped up, floating in the river in Brooklyn. These are the cops right there. Every time I pick up my phone and start scrolling, it feels like I'm looking for the next big thing to happen. Facts. Facts, because there's always something happening. Look at them. Searching and looking for bodies in the water. Or picking up bodies out of the water. It's crazy. And this is in Brooklyn. Dead body found floating. Oh, this is old. This is old. This is 5 years ago. Where's the recent one? Oh, there it is.
We're following a developing story out of Brooklyn where police are conducting a death investigation after human remains were found in Brooklyn Bridge Park. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate joins us live from Dumbo with the very latest. Good morning, Phil. Yeah, Pedro, good morning. It's a summertime horror. There now have been 2 discoveries of human remains here at Brooklyn Bridge Park. On Monday, the park's patrol
Jesus, I
found
can't hold the
skull
phone
as well as
properly.
bones, and overnight, even more bones
Hold on,
have now
guys.
been found. Now,
I gotta.
remains
Next
were
time I
found
gotta
in
prepare.
Brooklyn Bridge Park. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate joins us live from Dumbo with the very latest. Good morning, Phil. Yeah, Pedro, good morning. It's a summertime horrors. There now have been 2 discoveries of human remains here at Brooklyn Bridge Park. On Monday, the park's patrol, they had found a skull as well as bones, and overnight, even more bones have now been found. I want to get straight to some video right now of a very active scene. This was just a couple of hours ago, as there are multiple officers here at Brooklyn Bridge Park following this discovery around 12:30. This is an active investigation is now underway. Now, while we haven't gotten many answers from police as of yet, this is all on the heels of Monday's discovery of the skull and bones that were found just before 9 that morning. Now, right now, it's still unclear how those remains got there. Now, we're told they appear to be human, but the medical examiner's office will determine the cause of death. Now, several questions still loom at this hour if these body parts are associated, and again, how they're getting here, if someone is bringing them here, or if they're being washed to the shore. We are live at Brooklyn Bridge Park this morning. I'm Phil Tate, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
This is recent. This is recent. Allegedly, there's a serial killer in Brooklyn that nobody knows nothing of, but they're warning the communities about there is a serial killer in the community. Mayor Adams is not even talking about it. Mayor Adams don't even exist at this point. As major things is happening going on, this man gets up on stage. He is frightened and scared to speak out of his mouth. But it's talking about putting garbage in the communities, talking about putting more money in people's pockets and giving migrants $150,000 for housing, whatever, $13,000 in food. Like, y'all can't see what's going on. Y'all don't see what's going on. Obviously, we are being played. We are being fucked. That's what's happening. It's evil taking over. He's been investigated supposedly, but I'm not sure why. The reason why oh man. They're gonna have to bring martial law in because NYPD is falling apart. You can't trust NYPD now? Did you not see? This man just literally this woman. And he's a cop, bro. Y'all not paying it. Let me just show y'all this. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. D-Wig, right? D-Wig. Hold on. D-Wig. Announcement. Look at this. I should be able to find it. I can't find it. So I gotta find it. I think it's a NYPD. Let me see. It's something on the news I just seen. So basically, I forgot what it was. It's on the news. It's like oh man. Oh man, guys, I can't find it for you. Damn. So basically, this man who was an officer, for real, he literally raped this woman, and then went up there on TV. He did a TV announcement, something explaining something. Then after that, he goes and raped the cop lady. He goes and raped the cop lady after he do his whole announcement. How do you do some shit like that? How? You literally can't trust anyone and trust anything these days. You can't. It's clear to see. Let me go to the news. Let me just go to news. You can't trust anyone or anything these days. You just can't. Sad to say, you can't. You can't. Central New York cop accused of threatening to shoot black neighbors while using racist slurs. Wow. And this is, wow. Wow. I'm going to kick your ass, you Nick, Murray said, according to the W's report. I'll fucking shoot you, nigga. Wow. Wow. FBI raids homes of top aides to New York City Mayor Adams. Even feds raid homes of New York City mayors as top aides, including the city's police commissioner. Bro, look at our city. NYC is corrupted. NYC is nothing but corruption at this point. Everybody, NYC is completely corrupted. Can't you see? I was just watching this on TikTok when you sent me this live. Ashton, what up, Ashton? You can't see NYC is completely corrupted. Our mayor is corrupted. NYPD is corrupted. We got migrants here. Who do we trust? We are fucked. You literally have to protect yourself as a person, as a people. NYPD is screwing us. The commissioner is screwing us. The mayor is screwing us. Look at our presidency. It's fucked. You can't really trust nobody out there in the streets, let alone on the train. You have to be skeptical. You got to have something on you and be ready to let loose and use it. You got to really think about it. You got to really think about it like that. Who can you trust? The Antichrist about to arrive on the scene, and everybody's going to believe in him and trust in him. People need to find someone to trust. The best hope for America is Trump. The way this story is going, that's your best hope. Because even though the city and things is the way it is, who could you really trust? Have you seen Batman? Garvey, the mayor, two-faced, huh? The only person you could trust, like she said, is Jesus. Who can you trust? Harvey Dent from Gotham, two-faced. Come on now. He's showing one half he's good and the other side of him is corrupted. You think that's by accident? Let me read this. Federal agencies raided the homes of top aides and confidant New York Mayor Adams, including the city police commissioner. Come on, bruh. And what appeared to be a major corruption probe at the hearts of Americans' biggest city. NYC never used to be like this. It changed. It changed. But look how corrupted it is now. In addition to NYPD Commissioner Edward Cabin, the raids on Wednesday and Thursday targeted the city's deputy mayor for criminal justice, Philip Banks III. What are they looking for? I was confused about that when I saw it on the news. Investigators have not indicated to us the mayor or his staff are targets of investigation. I forgot what he's. The search warrant of the homes of the deputy mayors and the school chancellor were first reported by the nonprofit news outlet The City. Federal agents of the police commissioner phones were first reported by the Spectrum. New York, like most big cities, has had its share of scandals. The search warrant on police commissioner. I'm gonna tell you in a second. Why is the mayor under investigation in NYC? I'm about to show you right now.
Breaking news in New York City rocked by a federal investigation. The FBI raiding the homes of two New York City deputy mayors as part of a federal probe.
The homes of Deputy Mayor for Public Safety Philip Banks and First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright. Wright shares a home with New York City Schools Chancellor David Banks, who is also the brother of Philip Banks. Also, we have just learned that Police Commissioner Ed Caban and several other NYPD members have had their phones subpoenaed, as well as the phone of Tim Pearson, a longtime advisor to Mayor Adams.
This sweeping investigation into top New York City officials developing moment by moment. Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman live in Hollis, Queens with the latest. Lindsay.
David, Liz, this behind me here is the home of one of the highest-ranking administration officials to be visited by federal investigators over the past year. And while the details of why are still few, we do know that the number of city officials and members of Mayor Eric Adams' inner circle being subpoenaed are continuing to grow.
Wow.
The Queens home of the city's deputy mayor of public safety, Philip Banks, sits quiet Thursday afternoon.
They about to go down. They going down.
The FBI conducted a search early Wednesday morning. And the Hamilton Heights home of the first deputy mayor, Sheena Wright, another one of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' closest aides and friends, also raided by the FBI. Wright shares a home with her partner, New York City Schools Chancellor David Banks, Deputy Mayor Banks' brother. Sources say the FBI seized evidence, including electronics, as part of an ongoing investigation. Federal agents have previously raided the homes of several other associates of Mayor Adams, who even turned over his own electronic devices to the FBI last fall and received his own subpoena last month.
The fact that these subpoenas and documents have been seized
the homes raided of people very close to the mayor should give everyone pause. But it's a long stretch between people around the mayor being subpoenaed and the mayor being in trouble.
In a statement, the mayor's chief counsel said, quote, investigators have not indicated to us the mayor or his staff are targets of any investigation. As a former member of law enforcement, the mayor has repeatedly made clear that all members of the team need to follow the law. A source says the searches do not appear to be related to the long-running corruption investigation into whether Mayor Adams' campaign accepted donations from Turkey in exchange for favors. Now, we're also just learning that 7 members of the NYPD received subpoenas for their phones, which they did turn over, and that includes Police Commissioner Edward Caban. Now, we did receive a statement from the NYPD, a spokesperson saying, quote, the department is aware of an investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office from the Southern District of New York involving members of its service. The department is fully cooperating in the investigation. Now, the U.S. Attorney's Office nor the FBI is commenting at this point. Live in Hollis, Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Lindsay. And moments ago, Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett spoke with Mayor Adams about the raids. He said he was not aware of any inappropriate activity and his administration will cooperate with this investigation.
Man, I remember there was not too long ago where they said Mayor Adams actually the woman. Yep, Mayor Adams. Whatever they want him to do, he has no choice but to do. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever they want Mayor Adams to do, he has no choice but to do, or he's done. It's just a sad, like, this is just sad, man, at this point. And you know what else? Migrants crew, including 11-year-old, behind Central Park crime surge.
I haven't got back from my
Look at the crime that is going on. Look at the crime that is going on in Central Park, in New York City. The crime that is going on in Central Park in New York City is migrants. A lot of the crimes that is happening in the city, you know who's doing it? Migrants. For some reason, the NYPD is scared of these migrants. Why? I don't know. They're not afraid of anything else, but they're afraid of the migrants.
And police now say a young crew of migrants is largely behind the surge in crime in Central Park. In fact, one of the suspects, just 11 years old. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini has been on the story all day. And Steph, we're wondering what the very latest is on this.
So, new details. We just got images of 2 suspects police are looking for. The NYPD says these 2 males are connected to this young migrant robbery pattern here in Central Park. It's alleged they targeted 2 20-year-olds on Tuesday night and forcibly took 3 chains, a hat, and a vape. This developing story includes at least 10 cases here in Central Park. The suspects, all migrants, according to police. By the entrance of Central Park at 59th and 7th, a visual police presence.
It is surprising to see a lot of police. I feel like, I don't know, a police presence mostly makes me feel safe.
In this video released to Fox 5 News by the NYPD, you see a group of young males
Don't make me feel safe.
migrants allegedly on their way to commit a crime. The NYPD says a current young migrant robbery pattern is a driving force behind the increased boots on the ground here.
Until we fix this, we'll be out there.
NYPD Chief of Patrol John Schell says at least 10 cases are connected to young migrant suspects who he says are concentrating on the southern part of the park. Detectives say the suspects are working in groups of up to 12, targeting victims for whatever they can get. And they're young kids, including an 11-year-old just arrested in a different crime yesterday, connected to all this by credit cards.
When he was arrested yesterday, was on video using credit cards that were taken from the robbers in Central Park.
Fox 5 here yesterday watching dozens of cops converge on Central Park in response to the recent robberies. But today, not everyone seems to be aware of the increased police presence. Did you notice more cops today?
We actually didn't. I haven't noticed any. I just walked into the park right now.
The park is a large area.
Look at these people. Look how dumb most rich people is, let alone if they're rich. Look how dumb they are. I haven't noticed there was an increase of police. How you don't know? It's your community, it's your neighborhood. You should know everything about your community and neighborhood. I do. Why we haven't noticed an increase of police? Like, this is why most of y'all people die. Because y'all not aware of any goddamn thing. Y'all not aware of nothing. This is what happened when you're entitled and you're a spoiled brat. And you're used to getting every fucking thing. You think everything is playland. Meanwhile, there's crime going down and you walking outside like Mickey Mouse. Well, I haven't noted there was a police presence. It's your community, jackass. You live there. You should know. You gonna walk outside while there's violent shots going on? You gonna just walk there? No. You're just gonna walk outside while shit is happening. This is what, yo, this is why, like I said, this is why most people die. Because they step outside thinking shit is cool, thinking life is a breeze, and then you end up dead. You end up dead. And it's really like, it's sad. Like, can you, look at this.
An 11-year-old just arrested in a different crime yesterday, connected to all this by credit cards.
When he was arrested yesterday, was on video using credit cards that were taken from the robbers in Central Park.
Fox 5 here yesterday watching dozens of cops converge on Central Park in response to the recent robberies. But today, not everyone seems to be aware of the increased police presence. Did you notice more cops today?
We actually didn't. I haven't noticed any. I just walked into the park right now.
The park is a large area.
He hasn't noticed anything. Nobody notices anything. Nobody notices nothing. Hold on, guys. Because it just don't make sense how you just walk into a park and walk outside. Before I go anywhere, I check the news to see what happened here and here. I'm aware. When I go outside, I'm watching my back, I'm watching on the side of me. I'm not gonna just walk outside and just go anywhere and not be aware what the hell is going on. Like Mr. Goofy over there. I haven't noticed any police presence. I'm not aware of it. These people go home, they sleep in their bed, they're not aware of what's happening, what's going on in the news, what's going on in their community. They just step out there, sit on the park, eat a bologna and cheese sandwich. The next thing you know, there's a knife going through the neck and the throat. And now he's on the news, deceased, while his perpetrator and his person is going to jail. Get out of New York, bro. I've been in Dallas area for 5 years. It seems pretty decent. A lot of good folks here. I think you're right. My platforms is popping off. I'm gonna take my money. I'm a ship out. That's why I've been doing my content. That's why I've been doing my content and working hard on my content, because I'm gonna start taking the money and things that I make with my content. I think I'm just gonna have to go. As much as I love to like the city, I can't imagine being anywhere else. But it's just getting to the point, like every time you turn around, NYPD, the commissioner, the migrants, the people, they are completely corrupted. It's like they got a freaking disease, like a disease in their blood to cause chaos. And you gotta ask yourself, if all these people are going crazy and disastrous, who the hell raised them? Where's your mama? Where's your dada? Where's your parents? Because how the hell is you so fucked up? I'm sorry to say this. And I'm sorry to say this, I'm black. I'm supposed to have crazy effed up parents and things of that nature, allegedly. But there's more white, no offense, Caucasian people, no offense. Because they say blacks are dysfunctional, blacks are this and that. But I'm not. Actually, I have been getting defunctionalized by whites, if you want to be technical. I have been becoming, I wasn't raised dysfunctional. My parents wasn't dysfunctional. I was raised well, I was raised good. I was taken care of, great. Everything. But from what I've noticed, I see more people trying to dysfunctionalize me more than my own parents, if you want to be technical. And allegedly, you know, the Caucasians are supposed to be this and that, but I see them more effed up than anything. I'm confused here. I told you, everything you've learned is a lie. You'll be surprised what you know and see, and if you don't wake up and awaken your eyes and see, you ain't gonna see. Because everything they tell you is not true about blacks and about whites. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I just seen. And this was 2 days ago. This is new.
Guys, we're looking for gamers. If you don't know this, gaming is a $300+ billion industry.
An illegal migrant from Honduras was arrested after he was accused of stabbing a teenage girl at a baseball game in Indiana on Saturday.
This coming as a new report reveals migrants are making up 75% of the arrests in some parts of New York City.
Multiple arrests with the same people.
What? 75% of crimes is coming from migrants. 75% of crimes are coming from migrants. And before I cut him off, he was about to say it's coming from the same people. So why the fuck is you letting them out, you jackass? If it's coming from the same people, why are you letting them out? Let's play the video.
An illegal migrant from Honduras was arrested after he was accused of stabbing a teenage girl at a baseball game in Indiana on Saturday.
This coming as a new report reveals migrants are making up 75% of the arrests.
75%. Do you know how big 75% is? Let's do the math. How much is 75? Can I get the percentage, please? $75%. What the? 75% out of 100 is a lot. 75% out of 100 is a lot, people. 75%, 80, 90, 100. I understand if they say 30%, that's still a lot. 30% is a lot. To me, especially in New York City, 10% of migrants is a lot. It's 75%. That's a lot.
In some parts of New York City.
Multiple arrests with the same people. Griff Jenkins is here with more. Griff.
Same people.
Good morning, guys. Look, the border crisis really hit home in the Midwest this weekend. Let's start there. Previously deported illegal immigrant from Honduras was arrested Sunday, authorities said, following an intense manhunt in Indiana after he was deemed a person of interest. Here he is. You see him, Demas Gabriel Yanez, 26 years old. Now, the Lake County Sheriff's Office says the manhunt began Saturday after a 14-year-old girl was stabbed in the hand with a butcher-style knife while at her brother's baseball game. When the girl's mother tried to help, the migrant also tried to stab her before fleeing. Now, the teen girl is okay.
But I can't understand why they love playing dangerously. Why they love playing with knives? Why are they killing people? You can't be human. You can't, your blood has to be tainted. Why are you so eager to kill? And why are you so eager to kill a child or stab a child? Why are you playing with a knife at a baseball game? I wish all this shit was fiction and fake because it just don't make sense to me. What makes someone like that want to play with a knife or want to kill somebody? Have anybody ever taken the time to sit down and talk to these migrants? Can there be an interview? I need to find a migrant on the street and just ask them, why do your people want to, why? Why do y'all come here and want to terrorize and destroy the city? Explain to me. Why do y'all want to kill? Why are y'all stabbing and attacking people? Like, what have y'all learned in y'all country? And what's making y'all want to do shit like this? You can't even sit at a baseball game and enjoy without you taking a knife and stabbing a child in the hand? Does that even make sense? That don't make sense to me. So much you could do, so much is happening, and you decide to want to kill people at a baseball game, stab somebody at a baseball game, attack someone randomly out of the blue. You just can't make this shit up, man. Mayor Adams is completely corrupted. The commissioner is corrupted. Our whole damn city is corrupted. We're done. You have to really defend yourself out here. You are on your own. Literally.
Was treated and released from a hospital. Yanez was apprehended Sunday after cops spotted him running through a cornfield. Investigators said he was in the process of trying to cut his hair to change his appearance and evade law enforcement. The sheriff's office said Yanez had been previously deported to Honduras in 2018 and, quote, may have been engaged in criminal activity across the United States since returning illegally. Meanwhile, as you mentioned, Ainsley, in New York, police sources tell the New York Post 75%, 3 out of 4 arrests in Midtown Manhattan for crimes like assault, robbery, domestic violence are migrants. In parts of Queens, they say the figure's more than 60%. And guess what? They blame sanctuary laws for the spike. And it's interesting to point out, Mayor Eric Adams has been calling on the city council to change those sanctuary laws, try and get it under control. And finally, if you dig a little deeper...
People, you heard it here your fucking self. 60% violence is in Queens, and whatever rest is here in the city. You heard what they said in Midtown. Domestic violence, robberies, killings, whatever. It's migrants. You heard it for yourself. Majority of the killings and the rapes and the violence that are occurring and the robberies are migrants. It's not black people. It's not white people. It's migrants. These migrants make black people look good, no offense. But now we got migrants terrorizing and taking out people in the city. Majority, main course of crime, main course of violence that is happening in the city are migrants.
After a 14-year-old girl was stabbed in the hand with a butcher-style knife while at her brother's baseball game. When the girl's mother tried to help, the migrant also tried to stab her before fleeing. Now, the teen girl is okay, was treated and released from a hospital. Yanez was apprehended Sunday after cops spotted him running through a cornfield. Investigators said he was in the process of trying to cut his hair to change his appearance and evade law enforcement. The sheriff's office said Yanez had been previously deported to Honduras years in 2018 and, quote, may have been engaged in criminal activity across the United States since returning illegally. Meanwhile, as you mentioned, Ainsley, in New York, police sources tell the New York Post 75%, 3 out of 4 arrests in Midtown Manhattan for crimes like assault, robbery, domestic violence are migrants. In parts of Queens, they say the figure is more than 60%. And guess what? They blame sanctuary laws for the spike. And it's interesting to point out
60% in Queens and 75% in New York. 60% in Queens, 75% in New York City. This is what I like to hear. Over here, you get to talk and actually speak. Hopefully I get no strikes on this live or in this video when it's uploaded. But you heard it, 60% of people in Queens that's doing shit is migrants. 75% in here in the city is migrants. Who's terrorizing the cities and the streets? The bodies floating in the rivers, which was never happening before. It wasn't here before. Migrants. They're the ones got bodies floating in the rivers. There's the ones that are raping little girls throughout the city in the parks, massively. Those are the ones who's robbing the stores constantly, consistently. NYPD sitting back on their ass, eating donuts and chilling and relaxing, having conversations, scared of these migrants. The Hells Angels is going to Colorado to fight off the migrants from taking over the people's homes and houses. This is all a setup, man. This is all a setup. And now they're stopping people from speaking all over social media while they control the bullshit narrative because they know the people are talking and want to stop all the shit that is occurring. And meanwhile, at the same time, celebrities are quiet. Celebrities are not talking. Celebrities are not speaking. Why? Hello? You see all this happening in our city? You see this, all this happening all over the world. And the migrants are not, the celebrities are not talking. Celebrities are not speaking. Why we continue to worship and praise and idolize celebrities? I never praised and idolized them. I thought they were, as you were young, you thinking people are amazing, good people. They are, they're put in position because they're great and they're doing wonders and you feel you could be this and do this one day. And you realize they're all put there because they were chosen, not because they were talented to destroy you. Because now during difficult times, during the most craziest times in America, where the hell are they? They're silent. They're silent. I want y'all to explain this to me right here.
This is a very special moment, chat. You feel me? I'm gonna just say this prayer so the Lord protect us as we go through the rest of the night and the rest of our careers. You know what I'm saying? So everybody hold hands. Lord, thank you so much for bringing this amazing group together right now with this amazing stream and our amazing teams, Lord. We are all from the same place and we are all trying to get to the same place, which is the top. And we all want to experience different things in our lives, chat. So thank you so much for bringing all of us together. And I pray that you allow us to grow on other people, on each other. And I pray that you allow us to reach any measures in this life and just watch over us daily. You bless us. You allow us to bless other people with our work and our amazing craft. And you help us enjoy this night. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen. This is a very special moment, chat.
Did y'all see what she did with her hands? Did you see how funny she was acting? He was praying to God and said he wanted to reach the top and the other people around him. He said he prayed to God, he hoped to reach the top, all this thing. Thank you, God, for this. You did not see the way she was acting? Did you not see she threw up this? How she was acting as he was preaching the word of God? Only thing you got to do is sit there, hold his hand, listen to the prayer, and go. She barely clapped. She didn't even clap. She put her two hands together and the horns. Pay attention.
You feel me? We just say this prayer so the Lord protect us as we go through the rest of the night and the rest of our careers. You know what I'm saying? So everybody hold
Look at her.
Lord,
Pay attention to her.
bringing this amazing group together right now with this amazing stream and our amazing teams, Lord. We are all from the same place and we are all trying to get to the same place, which is the top. And we all want to experience different things in our lives, chat. So thank you so much for bringing all of us together. And I pray that you allow us to grow on other people, on each other. And I pray that you allow us to reach any measures in this life and just watch over us daily. You bless us. You allow us to bless other people with our work and our amazing craft. And you help us enjoy this night. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen. This is a very special moment, chat.
You don't see nothing sketchy and funny about her the whole time? You didn't see nothing sketchy and funny about her the whole time? She couldn't sit there through a normal prayer while everybody else is holding hands, praying God. She is moving, bouncing around, looking at him like he's crazy. You know why? Because the peoples are watching her. She's being watched at all times. Did you not see what they did to Britney Spears? Did you not see what they did to Amanda Bynes? Did you see how beautiful Amanda Bynes used to be? Did you see how beautiful Britney Spears used to be? They used those girls up in and out. Do you not see the girls that runs the streets selling their bodies? If you want to know how Hollywood is worse than the streets, it's no different than the real world, except it's worse. You are forced to do shit. Out here, you get that. You have a choice. Once you in those doors and in those places, you don't have a choice. You see how you have all these girls running the streets looking like hoes? Why you think Britney Spears, look at her music videos, how she caress and do her body in the videos. Amanda Bynes, do you know how many people done ran through Amanda Bynes? Do you know how many people done ran through Britney Spears? I'm gonna post a video on it. Do you know how many guys and people ran through them? Now they extinct. Nobody could see them on the internet. Nobody cares about their life and what they do anymore. Destroyed them, beat them down, tore them down mentally, emotionally. Mental, emotional abuse. Somehow they still managed to be alive. May God bless them. But they've been through some shit. Hollywood done put them through shit. Hell, all the people done ran through them. Facts. It can't really be them. It can't. Look at how Amanda Bynes look. Look at her.
I haven't been going to a treatment center that charges $5,200 a month. I'm sorry to put my problems onto the internet.
No. Don't. That's the whole shtick. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, it's Amanda Bynes here. You've been a huge fan since you were little and you still are today. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for telling me.
Oh my God, what am I looking at? Amanda Bynes is back to posting bizarre videos on her burner account.
I just wanted to make a post to let you guys know that I'm going to start wearing wigs now.
1 week later.
I am no longer wearing wigs. I'm wearing extensions. The wigs were just too much for me.
But her strange behavior has some viewers concerned for her safety.
I don't believe that this Amanda is this Amanda. And you can just tell from the lips and the face structure. You can't trust these guys.
So what's actually going on with Amanda these days?
So if you want a personalized video from me, please look me up on Cameo. Thank you so much.
And is she really quitting Hollywood to become a nail technician?
I always had it in the back of my head that I wanted to do nails.
The troubled ex-child star shocked the internet recently when she revealed her new look.
I have a new look, and I was never open about this before.
She looks bad. And whoever don't fucking agree with that, you're lying to your goddamn self. Because there's no way in hell you believe that's Amanda Bynes. She looks like shit. I'm going to also do a live in the morning tomorrow. So forgive me for this live. I'll make it up to you tomorrow morning. Because I know this light is bright. It's nighttime. I'll probably do about 2 lives on YouTube tomorrow. But I will definitely drop some videos. That's a doppelganger. That's somebody. Her face looks fake. It looks hard. It looks rough. Her face looks hard and it looks rough. That don't even look like a real face. It looks like a shell. Her face looked like a hard-boiled rock. Her face just looks hard. It looks like a brick. She has a hard forehead and a hard face. And them wigs just don't sit up right on her head. It just don't sit right on her face. Nothing will make that look good. All that makeup and surgery on her face, whatever that is, it just make her look worse. Nothing can make that look good. Not even the tattoo. That looked like a whole shell. That looked like a whole face person. That girl is probably literally deceased, gone, lost somewhere. And they couldn't make her look good. That's the closest they could make her. Cause where is she? Her biggest fan probably, and they're done too. Not to mention, where the hell is Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey don't say nothing. They got that man silent. They done paid him off, or he has no choice but to shut up. That man is just completely gone. He can't even speak. That man is completely gone. He can't even speak. He can't even speak. Man, listen, man. They done did these people.
It's Amanda Bynes here.
They done did these people dirty. You can't trust everything you see on the internet. And you can't believe anyone and everyone right now in this time. Because a lot of people is doing things for clout, views, likes, clicks. I love talking about stuff like this. Because I'm just as interested. I haven't seen that about Jim Carrey. I don't know where he at. I don't know where Jim Carrey is. I haven't seen or heard from him. I haven't seen him. Sucks too, I was a big fan of Jim Carrey growing up. Same. I don't know where he at now. I don't know where he at. I don't know where he's gone to. And you know him. He always speak. Yo, let me tell you something. Jim Carrey.
I met Jen after she was ghosted by an ex. It took her years to get over it, and he just popped back into her.
So some sort. I just got to get this.
And, yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm in the middle of blowing the lid off some. What happened? I'm sorry, Jimmy. I was temporarily interrupted by my iPhone 6 Plus.
That's a big one, huh?
5.5 heads-up HD display. I think what I was really trying to say was I think people will enjoy Dumb and Dumber this weekend.
And that is what I thought you were about.
We should all go to the theater. They should all go to the theater tomorrow and see it.
And they should.
Because we could use a good laugh. Ha 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 ha. I am Jim.
He was. See, people find things to be entertaining. They find things to be a joke. And that's what happens. When you dumb people down, you can put anything in their face. When you dumb people down, you can make anything look funny. You can make a person with his head cut off, somebody holding it with blood. People will find that funny. And he's gone. Everything today is a joke. You have people going, people going to dig up other people's family members. Yo, look, and this is recent. Let's see if I can get it. Rapper goes dig up his op. Just recently, a guy, he goes to a grave, a rapper, dig up one of his ops and gets killed later. YBC shot, look. YBC, duel. And not to mention, he made a video how to step while digging up somebody's grave, and he go do it.
No fucking tombstone, I'm niggas fucking dirt up. Hey, yo, where the fuck Connie at, yo? Connie, where the fuck you at? Ah! No fucking tombstone, I'm niggas fucking...
Philadelphia rapper YBC duel going viral for digging up his ops' graves. He really is disrespectful, shaking my head, potty mouth bow, and they killed him. He's dead. He's dead after doing that. Not to mention, I don't want to listen to the video. It's garbage. See how he goes to the grave? Then he starts digging up the grave in the video. He starts digging up in the grave in the video, actually goes dig up the grave. And then they kill his ass. It's an idiot. Nobody does shit like that. Shit is getting way out of hand. Shit getting way out of hand in this world. It's getting way out of hand. Marlon Wayans exposes Hollywood parties they waited for me to leave. I don't be watching these. Don't be watching these entertainers, because a lot of them be stealing stuff from me and other people, and then they use it on their platform and big and act like there's something special, but they steal. They steal. These people be stealing out here. You can't listen, man. It's crazy. Did y'all hear the Elon? Yo, y'all need to hear this.
States to absorb.
And all the courts do is they
Look at this.
focus on Trump. Okay, then let's focus on Trump.
Look. Listen to this, y'all.
Important point. Like people, it's like basically when I went down there, I was like, well, where are people from? It's like,
Elon Musk and Donald Trump
no one was from Mexico.
with Aiden Ross.
It's just the border. It's just the border with Mexico. But the people coming in, it's Earth, the rest of Earth, and America is only about 4 or 5% of the population of Earth. It would only take a few percent of the rest of Earth to overwhelm everything.
Look at this. Look.
Elon, we're overwhelmed. You had to see the news tonight about New York, and I love that place. And
he's speaking facts, though.
Horrible. Yeah, they're doing New York facts. And all the courts do is they try and focus on Trump. Okay, then let's focus on Trump. He did nothing wrong. I complain about a rigged election.
He's speaking facts, though.
Is unbelievable.
Chat. Listen, chat.
Africa,
Look,
from the Congo,
Trump is he's speaking facts.
22 people came in from the Congo recently, and they're murderers, and they're dropped.
Listen to him. Listen.
They take them out of jails, which is very expensive. To maintain the jails. They don't do too much maintaining, I can tell you. But they take them out of jails, prisons. They take them out, and they bring them to the United States. They deposit them in the United States and say, don't ever come back or you're going to be executed. And they don't want to come back. But they won't come back.
Sure.
But they're coming from Africa. They're coming from...
Listen, chat. Look, he's telling you everything that is true. Let me tell you, he's not going to sugarcoat his words. He's not gonna lie. That's why I like this guy. Because he's going to tell you exactly how he feels and what he thinks. And Elon don't really care too much either. Don't you? Yo, I like this. I like it. I love this shit. Like, you don't get excited. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I hear somebody like Trump speak, I feel alive. When I hear somebody like Elon Musk come in, I feel you, and that's what they want you to feel. Because you got everybody going dumb, everybody looking like garbage, all the criminals, all the craziness happen. So when you hear somebody like Obama speak, somebody like Trump speak, somebody like Elon Musk speak, who's putting their foot down, hey, we need to make America great again. We need to start making things happen. We need to do this. We need to do that. It's like, finally, someone's coming to save us. Someone's coming to do something. Get ready for all the deception. Get ready for the Antichrist. Man, we in some shit. I'll vote for him too, but I feel like it's going to be a rigged again. It is. I hear people saying it. I hear people saying it.
Asia, they're coming from the Middle East, they're coming from South America,
Well, just
they're
Earth.
coming from
Rest of Earth,
everywhere.
basically.
And there are a lot of really
everywhere
bad
else.
ones.
It's just a.
You heard what he said, right?
Prisons, they take them out and they bring them to the United
Listen
States.
to what
It's very
the migrants.
expensive. You know, to maintain the jails, they don't do too much maintaining, I can tell you. But they take them out of jails, prisons, they take them out and they bring them to the United States. They deposit them in the United States and say, don't ever come back or you're going to be executed. And they don't want to come back. But they won't come back.
Sure.
But they're coming from Africa. They're coming from Asia. They're coming from the Middle East. They're coming from South America.
Well, just
they're
Earth.
coming from
Rest of Earth,
everywhere.
basically.
And there are a lot of really
everywhere
bad
else.
ones.
It's just a.
He's telling you where these might. I feel like if Trump wins, they're going to try to do again or something else. Facts. Kate, listen to me. We on the same page. Y'all smart. That's what I feel too. I feel like with each one of them, there's an agenda from different one. Each one has a different agenda. And I feel like that's what they're going to do again. If he gets it, they're going to bring back that. They're going to cause this. They're going to cause that. I agree. I agree 100% with you. And that's what I'm afraid of. Or they try to take him out again like they tried to. Allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly.
It's just an everywhere on Earth thing, and it's just not possible for the United States to absorb, everyone from Earth, or even a few percent of the rest of Earth. It's just not possible. So,
Well, Elon, we're going to have, to finish this up, we're going to have the largest deportation in history of this country, and we have no choice. Otherwise, we're going to have a country, what they've done to our country. Think of it. With in Venezuela and in some of these other countries, crime is down 50, 60, 70, 80%.
Because they're all here.
And you would be the same. You would have. I'll tell you what. Venezuela has not gotten rid of all of them. They've gotten rid of about 70% of their really bad people. Their jails are about 50% put into the United States. The same with other countries.
Sure.
Some are at 30%, some are at 50%. They're all different. But the
can't
bottom
resist
line
the
is they're all going to be at 100%.
Yeah,
Why
Gigi,
wouldn't
that.
you put 100%?
Oh, God, sorry, that's your
And
mom.
they're doing it right
Gigi,
now
Caesar. Everyone
while
say
this
Gigi.
third-rate phony candidate. Don't forget, I beat Biden.
Facts,
He
he did.
failed in the debate miserably. And, some people said, oh, gee, it's too bad. It's too bad he did so badly, or I did well in the debate. The first night they said, wow, one of the people at CNN said that was the greatest debate performance I've ever witnessed. And then 2 days later, they didn't talk about that. They just said he was bad. But that's okay. That's the way I get treated, and I don't mind that at all. What I can tell you is this. We cannot have a Democrat. We cannot have her. She's incompetent. She's as bad as Biden in a different...
Yeah.
Look, she hasn't done an interview since this whole
why hasn't she, Chad?
scam started. And say what you want. This was a coup. This was a coup of a president of the United States. He didn't want to leave, and they said we can do it the nice way or we can do it the hard way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Caesar, why doesn't Kamala do any interviews? I don't get it.
What they did with this guy, and I'm not a fan of his, and he was a horrible president, the worst president in history. And one of the reasons he was so bad, first of all, the Israeli attack would have never happened. Russia would never have attacked Ukraine. And we'd have no inflation. And we wouldn't have had the Afghanistan mess, if you think of it. And we wouldn't have had Afghanistan. But we think of it. You take a few of those events away, and we have a different world. We would also have no... Inflation was caused by oil.
I swear to God, my control is literally right now. Everything you just said.
And there was also a talk. I know a lot of you guys seen a Simpsons prediction episode. We are living in biblical times, bro. On a Simpson episode, y'all, they showed the rapture. They showed Trump just talked in an interview where Trump talked about putting a dome over America. In this interview, Trump said he wants to put a dome over America. Literally, out his mouth. Like, it's like I'm living in a book. It's like I'm living in a book. You talking to me, Ashton Guzman? Trump said he wants to put a dome in America. They showed a dome getting put over in America in a Simpsons episode. People talk about the rapture. They showed the rapture in a Simpsons episode. We are living in the end times. We are living in the last days. They're trying to make everything look like a joke in a game, and shit really do look like that. But it's fucking real, bro. Ain't that some crazy shit? This shit is just mind-blowing and mind-fucking at the same goddamn time. You can't make this shit up. I hope he says it in this interview.
I think you make an excellent point here, which is that when other countries can, that are are thinking about invading or doing bad things, when they're thinking about that, they're thinking about, okay, what's the American president going to do? And do they fear the American president, or is there someone they do not respect?
You gotta fear.
Or they do not fear.
You gotta respect.
And I think they would. They rightfully be. I mean, look at the footage of the assassination.
Elon is stuttering like a motherfucker. Like niggas.
President Trump
what is my ear?
It's like, don't mess with me. I mean, that's like. Whereas I think people are not going to be, and they obviously have not been at all intimidated by Biden. Certainly will not be intimidated by Kamala. And you have to really think about it in the context of global security. That if the
Listen.
People, just sick people, frankly. I mean, Schiff is a sick person. He's going to end up probably being a senator. It's hard to believe. The whole thing is hard to believe. But, they put our country in danger with that stuff, too. They actually, when they make up stories, and you have to fight your way out of it for a long time. But I know Putin very well. I got along with him very well. He respected me, and it's just one of those things. And we would talk a lot about Ukraine. It was the apple of his eye. But I said, don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. I shut down Nord Stream 2. That was the big oil pipeline, the biggest pipeline in the world going all over Europe. I shut it down. Biden came, and then they say, I loved Russia. I was a friend of Putin, and I loved Russia. No, he actually said to me one time, he said, if you're my friend, I'd hate to see you as an enemy. I shut down his pipeline. The biggest pipeline, they were looking at that to fund, and this pathetic president gets in there, and the first thing he did, one of the early things he did, is he shut down Keystone XL pipeline, which is our pipeline that would have employed 48,000 people, pipeline workers.
Is that true, Chad?
Shuts
I
it
don't know
down.
about this one.
That was, a massive job that Obama refused to allow.
Yeah.
I allowed it in my first week, because it was jobs
Obama
and
was
it moved
horrible
oil.
too,
And
I'm
by
not
the
gonna
way, in a much more environmentally friendly way. It's underground. It's not a truck that catches on fire or a train that catches on fire. But think of it. He shut down the XL pipeline, the Keystone XL pipeline.
Yeah.
He shuts that down, and he approves the Russian pipeline.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's like inconsistent.
Obama's just a really good speaker. That's why I thought he was so good.
I
If
mean,
you look
I think
into
it's
it,
worth
Obama was not
emphasizing,
good, bro.
to listeners,
He's a really good speaker, though.
the immense importance of whether the United States president is intimidating or not intimidating, and how much that matters to global security. Because there's some real tough characters out there, and if they don't think the American president is tough, they will do what they want to do.
I know every one of them.
And that puts the whole world in danger.
Elon, I know every one of them, and I know them well. I know Putin, I know President Xi, I know Kim Jong-un of North Korea. I know every one of them. And let me tell you, people will say, oh, this is terrible. He said, I'm not saying anything good or bad. They're at the top of their game. They're tough, they're smart, they're vicious, and they're going to protect their country, whether they love their country. They probably do. It's just a different form of love, but they're going to protect their country. But these are tough people at the top of their game. And when they see a Kamala or when they see Biden, Sleepy Joe, they can't even believe it. They can't believe this happened. all the stuff that you're seeing now, all the horror that you look at Israel, they're all waiting for an attack from Iran. Iran would not be attacking, believe me. You know, when I was there, and I say it with respect because I think we would have been good with Iran. I don't want to do anything bad to Iran, but they knew not to mess around. Iran was broke because I told China, if you buy from Iran oil, it's all about the oil. That's where the money is.
Right.
But if you buy oil from Iran, you're not going to do any business with the United States. And I meant it. And they said, we'll pass.
yeah.
They didn't buy oil. Other countries, likewise.
Sure.
You want to buy, you're not doing business with the United States. And they were at a point where they had no money for Hamas. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for any of these instruments of terror.
Wait.
And it was amazing. In fact, there were articles when I was leaving, which is hard to believe, actually, especially when you look at what's happened to our country. Our country is so bad right now. It's such a different place. We were respected. Think of it. 4 years ago, we were so respected to a point where when I said don't buy oil, they didn't buy oil. But they had no money, and Israel would have never been attacked. Zero chance. And again, I said to Vladimir Putin, I say, don't do it. You can't do it, Vladimir. You do it, it's going to be a bad day. You cannot do it. And I told him things that what I do, and he said, no way. And I said, way. And you know, it's the last time we ever had the conversation. He would never have done. I got along well with him. I hope to get along well with him again. You know, getting along well with them is a good thing, not a bad thing. I got along well with Kim Jong-un. When I met with President Obama just before entering, you know, it's a sort of a ritual. And I sat down with him and we talked. It was supposed to be for a very short period of time. It turned out to be a long period of time.
Yeah.
I said, what's the biggest problem? He said, North Korea. I had that problem worked out very quickly. It was nasty at the beginning with Rocket Man and, you know, all the different things. All of a sudden I got a call.
Those were some epic tweets, by the way.
Yeah, they were. No, they were epic. Everything. He said that he has a red button on his desk. I said,
oh,
I have a red button on my desk too, but my red button is much bigger, and my red button works. And then I called him Little Rocket Man.
Dang. See, these people of power is playing desperately. He's talking about he has a big button over there, but he said he got an even bigger button over here. You see, man, I told you. Listen. Shit is real. It's not a joke. It's not a game. I'm eating salad. Salad. People find things to be funny and entertaining. But, bro, the things you find funny and entertaining is literally life-threatening. And really can happen.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't resist sharing this with you. Today, I encountered my beautiful
Little Rocket Man. Anyway, here's the bottom line. All of a sudden I got a call from him. And they said they want to meet. They want to meet me. And we met, as you remember, we met in Singapore. We met also in Vietnam. And I got along with them great. We were in no danger.
Thank you, appreciate it.
President Obama thought we were going to end up in a war, a nuclear war with him. And let me tell you, he's got a lot of nuclear stuff, too. He's got plenty of nuclear. He can do plenty of damage.
What?
Yes, I mean, it's because, you know, I mean, people like Kim.
These people really talking about shit like that, bro. These people are sick. Do they even care about us? Oh my God.
You know, Kim Jong-un, they respond to strength, not weakness.
Well,
and
he and I had a good relationship.
You know,
remember I met him and we walked onto his land. Nobody ever walked onto his land before. I walked onto. I wouldn't say let's bring up Secret Service again. I wouldn't say they were thrilled when I did that. I walked onto his land, and it was an amazing period. But we were not in danger with him because of me. You know, I always say that we have enemies on the outside and we have enemies on the inside. We have some really bad people in our government and people that are, and controlling of the people. I mean, I'd mention names, but I really don't want to give them the credit. But we have some really bad, and I say they're more dangerous than Russia and China. If you have a smart president, a president that gets it, we are not in danger from those countries because they need us and they need our help. I mean, we forced Obama, if you think about it, Obama and Biden, and Bush to a certain extent, in all fairness, forced Russia and China together. And if you're a history student, the first thing you learn is you cannot let Russia and China align. But then they also if you take a look, Iran, and they have North Korea. That's, they call it the axis of evil. In the old days, you had the axis of evil. Here we have a modern day axis of evil. These are powerful countries, very heavy nuclear, which is the biggest threat. The biggest threat is not global warming, where the ocean's going to rise 1/8 of an inch over the next 400 years. And you'll have more oceanfront property, right? The biggest threat is not that. The biggest threat is nuclear warming, because we have 5 countries now that have significant nuclear power, and we have to not allow anything to happen with stupid people like Biden. Biden did something with Russia. There was no chance of him ever going in. And when I left, and then after I left, they started forming big armies on the border with Ukraine, right? And I looked at that, and I thought he was doing that because Putin's a good negotiator. I thought he was doing that to negotiate. But then Biden started saying such stupid things. For instance, he said that it can be a NATO country. Now, Russia, for as long as there's been NATO, has said we're never going to agree to that. And we go right up front and say that. And we did things and said things through this president with a low IQ, very low IQ.
It's serious, man. As you can see, it's real. It's real. You heard him, he's saying that we living in a new modern evil. Back then, it was evil, or whatever the case may be. He said we're living in a new modern evil daytime. Sad world we live in right now, man, where shit is really serious, shit is really scary, and we need to be alert and be ready and be prepared. You heard that interview with Trump. All the people that's coming across the border are evil, are coming from the jails, are coming from Africa, are coming from Asia, Singapore. And all of them are criminals, all the worst ones. 60% in Queens, 75% in New York City. 70%, but it's actually 75% in New York City that are committing the crimes. So a lot of the crimes that are happening today and going down in our city, a lot of the crimes that are happening and going down in our country right now are migrants, are invaders, are intruders. It's like we're living in a modern apocalypse. We're living in a day of apocalypse. We're living in terror. We're living in some troubling, fucked up, crazy times. Shit ain't normal in our world. Shit ain't normal in our times. Shit is getting serious. You gotta be mindful. You gotta be watchful every corner you turn. You can't just take money or take anything from somebody. You're gonna pass out, fall out, they kidnap you, put you in a van. You know how many kidnapping signs I see when I go to certain places? I'm like, how the fuck these grown men and women is getting kidnapped? How these people are getting taken? Yes. I'm seeing most wanted posters. Y'all want me to go down in New York City and show y'all most wanted posters? I mean, people getting kidnapped. Some is deceased. Some is alive. Some is deceased. Some is alive. Some found dead. Some is found. Some is not. Because they not watching and looking where they go. They just walking randomly, going out there, and they getting snatched. It's real. You gotta be mindful at all costs, at all turns. People are sleeping with each other, giving each other HIV and AIDS, herpes. Not telling the person what they have and what they got, just putting it in them. Just getting on top of them, riding them, not knowing they got this and that in them, on them. Yeah. It's real. It's serious like that. We are not living in normal times. Let me see if I can pull this up. We're probably gonna do it on the next live when we go live tomorrow. We're gonna talk about the spread of HIV and more things to come. But like I said, Rich Homie Quan's death, every year is another rapper dying. We just had Fat Man Scoop. Why you laughing? Every year we just had Fat Man Scoop died, and now Rich Homie Quan died. We about to get that dark winter. We about to hit that dark winter. Rich Homie, Fat Man Scoop just died. Allegedly, we saw him before his death. Now, allegedly, we got a phone call. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all.
Getting a little.
Okay, are you right by him now? Yes.
Rich Homie Quan.
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help. Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you. Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head. He is not waking up. Quick. Ma'am? Yes. Okay, you gotta get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything.
Let me say something to you. You got all the money in the world, and you die to your own poison. You died to your own batch. You died to your friend's batch. And the fact that he was foaming out the mouth, that was a bad batch. Somebody gave him some shit and killed him. He was foaming out of his mouth. Oh, the salad is right there. He was foaming out of his mouth. They gave him a bad batch, and he killed himself. He overdosed. He's done. He had a bad batch. Because why the hell is you foaming out the mouth? No drug should be making you foam out the mouth. Like you a dog. When you see a dog foaming out of the mouth, obviously he ate some poison. So who killed him? Who killed Rich Homie Quan? Allegedly. Who killed him? Somebody did. Whoever was his dope dealer and giver, they DMX'd him. He got DMX'd. They gave him a bad batch and took him out. It's either they getting gunned down and run down by their own people, or somebody giving them a bad batch or something. That's all I gotta say. I appreciate everybody joining the live. We're gonna do another live tomorrow. I might just get on my other platform. I'm gonna make the videos. I might just get on my other platform, make some videos, and then go live. And I'm also gonna drop some videos on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody joining, who watched and enjoyed the stream, who came here. I'm gonna drop some videos on my YouTube and my TikTok. I appreciate you guys. I thank you for joining. I'm gonna get up out of here. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. And I'm out.